50 years ago, NBC aired another new episode of Star Trek, The Squire of Gothos. And these are my honest opinions about this episode. The structure of the episode is pretty different this time around, and a bit repetitive. What basically happens is this. First, the crew of the Enterprise gets kidnapped by General Trelane, retired. Second, General Trelane behaves like a spoiled brat and refuses to let them go. 3. Kirk defeats Trelane. 4. Trelane promises to kill Kirk. 5. Trelane does not kill Kirk. 6. Kirk escapes. Now this gets repeated over and over again with some small changes. First time, Trelane kidnaps only Kirk and Sulu, and lets Yeager, Desol, and McCoy to rescue them. In this iteration, Trelane doesn't even try to kill Kirk, but lets Mr. Spock to beam them all up. In the second iteration, Trelane appears on the Enterprise and kidnaps the whole bridge crew. He forces them to do horrible things like dancing and eating tasteless food. This is the first time that he threatens to kill Kirk in a duel, but does not do it. Kirk then shoots the huge mirror behind which the whole machine which gives him his superpowers is hidden, and that's how they escape. However, in the third iteration, the whole planet Gothos is now hunting down the Enterprise. This time, only Kirk gets kidnapped and Trelane threatens that he will hang him for his crimes. However, what a surprise, he does not hang him. Now here is where the story structure gets some variations, and instead of letting Kirk escape again, he threatens to kill him again, this time in a hunt. It looks like Kirk will lose this time, but what a twist! 2 energy beings appear, and we find out that Trelane is their child. His parents allowed him to study his pets, but after they found out he mistreats them, they have decided to interfere and let Kirk go. Now this episode is everything but boring. Immediately when you start to think you understand the pattern, they change it a bit. The twist is now very famous, and it has been parodied even in Futurama, in the famous episode where no fan has gone before. This was one of the first episodes where Kirk and a small part of his crew get captured on a foreign planet by an unknown creatures and forced to do things they don't want to do, so it feels fresh. The same plot was unfortunately repeated many more times in the following seasons, so we get to see more of the "oh no, we are captured, how are we going to get back to the Enterprise" stories. Most, if not all of them, much worse than this one. The main problem I have with this episode is that Trelane does not feel threatening at all. He feels like a spoiled child and not like the villain. I know he is a spoiled child, but when your main bad guy feels more annoying than dangerous, usually a rewrite would help. What about he kills some red shirts, just saying. But still, I think it's a really enjoyable episode, and I would give it 7 out of 10. This episode does not feature any copyrighted footage because CBS has decided to steal the monetization from all of my previous Quick Thoughts videos, even though they are fair use, so I'm trying a new format. Let me know what you think about the clipless format, and because I'm seriously sick of this copyright bullshit and fighting with CBS, I have a question. If I started a Patreon campaign, would anybody here be willing to pay, let's say, $1 a month? Anyway, if you like this kind of videos, you can check any other videos on my channel, and see you next week. Thanks for watching.